Medical disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes. It does not replace the medical advice of a trained doctor. Seek medical advice before beginning any treatment plan. Hey, morning, welcome back. Now, I did videotape these two in a row, so I'm not going to show you time and range because it's the same as it was yesterday. However, blood sugar now is 5.9. I've gone down a bit. Still within my 2 lines there, so I'm within goals. Today, I want to talk to you about treating lows. If you ever watch Taking Care of Your Diabetes, Dr. Jeremy Pettis admits that if he gets out of bed to go treat a low, he will eat everything in the fridge. However, he does keep bottles of apple juice by his bed to treat the low. The whole topic of this is over-treating the low. You don't want to over-treat your lows, pure and simple. Ideally, and we're going to lay it out front and center. Ideally, you want to do a blood test to determine if you are low, or some people feel low and they're not low. Second of all is that you treat your low with 15 grams of carbohydrate. That is fast acting. Don't eat like chocolate, because chocolate contains a fat which will slow your response. Now, the natural thing is that you keep eating until you feel full. They want to keep down the level. So after you do that, you wait 15 minutes. Check your blood sugar again. Excuse me. And then you can move on. Your body's natural response is, hey, I'm low, I need food. And I've heard that this story of Dr. Pettis over and over again is opening up the refrigerator or the cupboard, and people have woken up to a table or a counter filled with crackers, peanut butter open, being a complete mess. And you start feeling better, and then I want to go back to bed. And then you're woken up with this. Some people have even reported not remembering getting up and treating low. It's great that they got up and treated the low, but you want to make sure it's done correctly. Don't go overeating, because in the morning your blood sugar will be through the roof. And when it's through the roof, you're just not feeling well. And then, if you also have dawn phenomenon, you're just really dragging and will end up having to take extra insulin. Got to think back. Did that contribute to me going high and low? high and low. Could very well have over years ago. Excuse me. But if you feel low, probably the best bet is to have snacks close by. Here, I'm able to ring and I can get usually I start with a can of ginger ale and then wait 15 minutes and we test again. And then we move on to the next level, which is a boost drink. This is a program set up for me. That's one of the reasons why I really don't want to post what the plan is, because it may work for you, it may not work for you, it may be too much sugar for you. But you want to ensure that you're taking appropriate steps. And if you're doing all this sugar, it's going to be way too much. After you treat your lows, it's important that if your next meal is more than 2 hours away, that you do have a snack. And I've said this recently on, I think it was Back to the Basics series, of treating low after it, and after you get your blood sugar up, you want to have carbohydrate and a protein. Twofold. One, excuse me for 1 second. You want to ensure that you're not overloading your system with too much carbs and thus feeling like crap the next day. And we all know that feeling, the feeling of a high blood sugar. And then some people take insulin to bring that down, and they end up taking too much insulin, and then they end up in low, and can be a vicious cycle, which I just mentioned. Your blood sugar needs to be stabilized after, and that's why we say take a protein and a starch. For me here, we usually get digestive cookies and some peanut butter. That allows your body to, one, keep your blood sugars higher so you don't drop, and two, help build your glucagon levels. What are your glucagon levels? Oh my God. Can't forget about the glucagon level. Part of the fight or flight is when you go low, your body tries to respond and can release glucagon. Glucagon is a naturally occurring hormone produced by the liver. Which I thought was crazy when I was taught that. It's actually produced by the pancreas. The pancreas produces 2 hormones. And I learned that one day just reading a book on diabetes. So make sure part of good control is that you have read or done your research and get at least 2 points of view. But you want to restock your glucagon. Sometimes if you give a glucagon shot or now the inhalable glucagon, can't speak, then you could tip over as well. So doing 15 grams of carbohydrate, taking a test, and if you're still low, doing another 15 grams, grams, same difference, until you have a stable blood sugar over what the number is. For me, a low is anything below 6. And yes, we treat below 6. Now, I know there's an awful lot of people who are going to be saying, yeah, but 6 is way too high to start treating for a low. Well, for me, I can drop quickly. And that's the reason why. And that is why things like this plan will work for me. Doesn't necessarily say it'll work for you. So speak to a dietitian. Speak to your diabetic educator. Get a plan in place. Don't believe that everything will sort itself out, because it won't. People have, I'm just too tired, don't want to treat, and they go back to bed. And then someone usually ends up calling an ambulance, and it's a mess. Highs will take a little bit longer, but you're actually a little bit more safer with a high on short term. I'm talking like a couple of hours. Lows, you want to treat ASAP. So, steps again. If you feel like you're getting low, do a blood test. If you are, whatever the low's rating by your doctor is to treat the low, and then, treat it with 15 grams of fast-acting carbohydrates. Wait 15 minutes. Do another test if you still check it. And if you're still low, repeat. After you're done and you've achieved a safe blood sugar, then give a carbohydrate and a protein, and you can go back to bed. Or any time, actually, for treating a low. Hope this has helped a bit. Was a little mixed up with my coughing fit and everything. Have a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.